It's like, what were you doing with my drapes? The drapes that were hanging in the apartment. I never got the answer to that. This is Kari from Sky Properties, and the question is, what role will AI play in property management? Well, I am hoping personally that it will be able to do my job while I can eat bonbons on the couch. But let's start with something a little bit more simple. How about answering after-hour calls by setting up some sort of protocol, having it go through check-off lists? Right now in property management, we're running our paperwork for applications, running it through AI. Organizational help is always good. Leasing help in the form of going through possible comps and giving us suggestions on where to go look, putting together market reports, things like that. Doing summary of financials, which I've heard it's actually already really good at. I haven't tried it, but I'd like to see it. So I think AI is going to play a huge role in property management. Also, given that if you give it the laws, it has that information, which a human takes a long time to read, learn, and retain that information, including myself, even though I try to keep up on everything. I'm sure AI will eventually be able to do that better, which may cut down attorneys' fees, which would be very nice. I think we're going to see a lot from AI in property management. So AI can also put together letters. I had it go on to Google and do a summary of who Kari Negri was. There were 14 pages of who I was on Google, by the way. So that was a lot of fun. It put something together, not something I would necessarily use, but then I asked Copilot the same question and it came up with some things too. And I think if I merge them, maybe I might have something that, we might want to send out as an intro letter to a potential client. So these are some of the fun things coming up in AI.